here, guys, and that's how we catch up to the whole pack.
So today's video, we're gonna be giving you guys a bit of POVs. So stay tuned for that. It's gonna be amazing. We're gonna find some more roads that will allow us to have a bit more fun, and we're gonna see if maybe that day was just a fluke or if this thing is really up there with the Shelbys.
You guys, just check this road out, man. Like this doesn't even look like we're in South Africa at this point in time, man. We got mountains and stuff right in front of us there with forests to the left and the right. This feels like we're in America somewhere, man, especially given how good the road quality is. But yeah, we're gonna head on over this way through Plettenberg. Not much going on in terms of bends and twists and turns, but we're just gonna enjoy the scenery and we're gonna take you guys along with us. But yeah, check that out, man. The sun is coming up over there. It's gonna be a beautiful day, man. Alright, you guys, we're at the Raptors natural environment, the petrol station, and this is one very beautiful one. We got the Shelby Mustangs over here also filling up. Everything's been pretty thirsty this trip, but guys, side note, is this not one of the best petrol stations you have ever seen in your life, man? So beautiful. I'm surprised they don't need fuel. Maybe they stopped late last night for some of that, but check this out, guys. So yeah, we're on our way to PE right now to a very special car museum as well as factory. So in the last video you guys saw the Zagato and we went for a little interview with Peter, who's actually driving that Mustang today. And yeah, we're gonna go over to the factory where not only the Zagato was built, but also all the Shelby Cobras and Daytonas you guys see in the world that are not original come from that factory. So it's gonna be one hell of an interesting video, guys. It's gonna be a beautiful drive in the Raptor, which is doing amazing as usual. So yeah, let's get on with it.
Stripped it to bare metal, and he imported all the parts from Germany and put it back together himself. It's actually quite handy for a urologist. This is a C, this is the shape after it, and it's got disc brakes all around, and the latest C's they actually moved the petrol filler cap to the side. There are other differences in that, but this car overheated and Jan redid the engine, but he got bigger barrels and pistons. So now this is about a 1.9 from a 1.6. Yeah. So what's nice about this car is Jan upgraded the rims from the wooden spoke to Model A rims so that he could fit the long ratio gearbox and diff. This car does about 107 k's an hour, but you could also fit a ruck axle, which was an extra gear, and then you could do like 120 k's an hour or more. This is a 1911 and they call it a two-door runabout with a mother-in-law seat. So at the back is one seat, and the joke was the driver would put his mother-in-law in the back and his wife in the front. This car's quite special. It used to belong to Jan Smuts. A Frenchman took it to France, restored it, brought it back, and put it in a glass cabinet at his house where it sat for 20 years on display. Everything is gravity fed, there's no fuel pump, so the fuel, you sit under the fuel tank, which sits higher than the carburetor. The throttle controls on the steering wheel. You've got advancing retard, petrol, and you've got 3 pedals like a normal car. The left pedal on your left will be first, neutral, and second. The middle is reverse and the right is brake. So there's no brakes at the wheels of the car except the handbrake. You use your gearbox with bands that go around drums. So it's like a semi-automatic. So your bands are what get the car going and stop the car. So what you do is you give it a little bit of petrol. You've got the choke here, and then you give it a few cranks until you see a bit of fuel come out the carburetor. The ignition on. We've got a 1958 Ponton. This car used to belong to the King of Swaziland. It's got a few interesting options that the standard Ponton didn't have, which was the sunroof, so you could parade out the car, and it only actually had a driver's seat, so there was enough space for him to stand during the parades. And there's curtain rails, you know, for privacy. There's an ivory handle on the dash, so he could pull himself up from the floor. I'm sure most of you are familiar with the 2002 Ti. Now this was just a tourer version, but was only available in Germany. I think there's only 2 or 3 known of that are in the country, and when we take it to shows, we actually have to cover that number plate because people always track down Doc's number to try and buy the car. He got it from the original owner, and it's only done 120 odd thousand kilos since new. 58 190 SL. Also a total nut and bolt restoration, stripped to a shell. The engine was actually rebuilt twice because the person that did the engine before Jan took ownership of the car didn't do the job right. But with the Weber conversion, it actually makes this car very heavy on petrol. I drove this car to George about 2 years ago, 4 k's a litre. The nickname in the old days of this car was actually called the Mistress's car, because in Hollywood a lot of the prominent actors of the time would buy their mistress a 190 SL.
So when it comes to brewing beer, there's 4 main ingredients: water, hop, barley, oven yeast. Okay, a lot of the time what people forget to say is water. 97% of beer is water. The water is so important. So this is Pilsner malt from Ukraine. So this is crystal malt. So crystal malt is a specialty grain that can give you color. So we'll have a car park John just now. It's a little bit more amber color, caramel flavors, coffee flavors. So this, they've allowed all the starch to convert to sugar, and then they put it in the oven, and then it crystallizes and caramelizes.
Okay guys, so we are having exclusive access at the high-tech factory. Now if you guys don't know what high-tech is, this is basically where every single Shelby, Cobra, GT40, Daytona is made, guys. The ones in the movie Ford vs Ferrari left this factory right here, and that man right there, Mr. Jimmy Price, is the owner of this place, and it's such an honor to be here, guys. This is phenomenal. Everything is handmade, every single piece, from the hubs to the chassis to the body, the paintwork, the gas caps, the wiring harnesses, everything is made on this compound right here. And you know what? This is literal automotive art, you guys. Hand-built cars, the meticulousness and time and attention to detail put on these things, next to none. I mean, in that booth right there, we've got a lady inspecting paint. Now that is about the 5th paint inspection before a car leaves. And if that is not perfect, it goes right back, you guys. Let's continue. Alright guys, now I just want to take a little moment to show you my favorite vehicle on this entire property, and I mean the Zagato is here and this says a lot. Look at this GT 500. Now this GT 500 was built right here. The cool thing about this GT 500 is this is officially registered by Shelby, which makes this, you can call this an original. And now every single piece, every single part component was made right here on this property in South Africa, and this is just, words can't even describe this, guys. This is a G500 and it's been modernized a touch. If the motor did not give that away, just take a look at the interior. These seats are so plush, guys. This is very seldom am I speechless, and this right here is one of those times where I'm very much okay to be. We've got an electronic park brake, alright, we got a big Sony system, a Rockford sound system in here, power steering, engine start button. But over here is where the party is, you guys. Have a look at this supercharged V8. I mean this is what dreams are made of, guys. I did not know I wanted a GT500 so bad until this very moment right here, and this right here has got to be in the dream garage. Comment down below what you guys think about this, and comment down below what you guys think about this whole facility. Did you know we have such things here in Africa? If not, hey man, I've plugged you. But we're gonna go take a look at that right there. So if you guys missed the last video, that's the Zagato, and we actually met one of the men that designed it, right? Well, the other man who made it is actually right here that we spoke about in the last video. This video is crazy. It's taken so many twists and turns. In the last video we met Mr. Peter Lindenberg, who is actually right there, and he spoke about his partner and friend Jimmy Price, who actually built this thing, and that's the other gentleman standing right over there. And this is the factory that these things are made in, guys. $260,000 is what you can pay for one of these things right now, if you can even find one. In this video we saw two. How insane is this, guys? Have a look at the spec. And again, this has been completely designed, made, manufactured and sold right out here in South Africa. Insane. Absolutely insane. Yeah. Like, comment and subscribe, guys. Okay, now we got all these things fired up. We're gonna hop up in the Raptor and we're gonna head back to Pezula, you guys. So yeah, it is one heck of a long drive. Right now it's 3 o'clock. We've got a party at 6, so we all need to be there. We need to freshen up, and yeah, I'm gonna take you guys along with us. We got some very big people here, you guys, big bosses. So yeah, we need to look good tonight. So this is one of the best cocktail parties that we've had on the rally so far. We're in such good company. We've got the Zagato over there, and we've got these amazing cars that you guys all know about. But we're gonna go on downstairs right now and continue the party.